Uh, well, I have only one left. I was able to play, and this is still like from other perspective. Like even if I'm using the bottle, and I'm using the even if I'm using what ooh, that's actually good that I want to check now. But with bottles, like in reality, it's not that. I apparently check this way. I have one call. I'm going to. I will save and wrap things up and save and quit in Link's house in the Dark World. Thank you. Alright, castle is fully closed. Okay. So no more. Ah, no, I will get that music in when I go to Sanctuary. Alright, so I have now made sure that I don't get access to Boomerang. Uh-huh. This is neat, this is neat, this is neat. And then now... But yeah, with the bottles, for example, because I have to... Well, okay, 2 was, from my perspective, mandatory in Dirty Rock. But would have that, but it makes this challenge much easier, obviously, when you have chance to heal yourself one way or another. But also the enemies are more difficult. Like with Antivirus are showcasing that, Kid Boss were showcasing that. You're like in 3D Zeldas, for example, it's much more difficult. But as soon as you get once hurt, the enemies give you space to return and so you're not steamrolled. As soon as you get hit, you just keep continuing getting hit. Here it's totally different. It's kind of interesting that they did not look. So, and on the other, if I would think it this way, like right now I used red potion, but if I would have had the double defense, I would have survived. So I would most likely have won the first time. So basically, I made the weird trade-off. I'm not, and this is not meant to be like a justification of, ooh, like I'm trying to get some kind of approval for my bottle choices and how I know I made that for myself. Okay, not yet. So it's still, so you have the check. You need to have that one more. Okay. I will wrap this actually up with one more death in Schoolwood, but I want to check that one location that I skipped. And then I will save quit. Wait. I'll wait that later. Ah, no. Now I remember. Good. That's the... because... yeah, I'm not going to go that way. Cool. Yeah, keep giving me rupees, that's actually good. So this drop in that room, I believe that because that always gives that was magic heavy room, so I believe that was intended to be the magic refill place, even if it's kind of annoying. Then the below path. So this is the right one is blocked, so you need to go up. It doesn't matter which direction. Then you apparently it matters. Then you go here. And now I did not get hurt. Interesting. Really not worth it to come here. Yeah, here. This is the key that you're supposed to use to go up. But if one of those schools would have been, like, for example, fairy or full magic, then yeah, why not? But yeah, no, with this, no, it's not worth at all. Not worth at all. Huh. Well, at least I was able to showcase how to collect the last key. If needed. And the fireball is now in really good place. Save and quit. And next time, Swamp Palace. And now I have same amount of hearts, but that's the difference. On the upper file I collected piece of hearts to make sure that it's easier for me to play against, well, yeah, the Turtle Rock in general. So again, as long as my battery is handling I'm kind of like Ice Palace currently wow. Some of the puzzles I liked. The ice block one that you need to push above. I really miss how, because there has to be a way to get that part from the other side. But how you are able to get from the other side? Because then it will be soft lock. how that puzzle was meant to be. I wouldn't have that as a bonus episode. Because because Kane of Somaria broke that and helped me, but my god, that was annoying. Like no, it's not soft lock, because if you have that on the other side, then you push down, you go down. And then it's most likely soft lock if you don't have a key. But no, but it's not, because then you go up. But big key. That would be interesting, but most likely it's soft lock in that situation. So there has to be something that's checking that. But I have no idea right now how to get to the other side to push that without while blue is down and yellow is up. Because I don't remember to see if there's a third switch. I don't remember seeing it. I digress. Otherwise, like the bottles currently, I would still say that I make the good trade-off in my own mind, not instead of collecting the blue tunic as upper one has. I decided to rely on buy the potion. So it's also it's a different kind of handicap in a sense. Like because the double defense, it is always on. You cannot turn that off. So basically, as soon as you pick it up, you stick with it. Here with the other one, the red potion one, for example, and blue potion, why not? It's rupee base, so basically I need to collect and make sure that I have money for it. And it is one time. So basically, if I would have it just kind of verifies that I don't game over. Thus far, it has worked that way, that I don't game over when I have had those. And with these two, like Misery Mire boss would have been also close to have a bottle. I would most likely have thought about collecting bottle if I would not have found the corner strategy. The corner strategy would not have worked against Turtle Rock boss, Tree Necks, and the best book I ever have bought this year. First of all, let's go to the dungeons. Not Oracle of Season, not Ocarina of Time. Cold Stare. Cold Stare. Okay, gotcha. Now I understood. When English is not your native language, it takes a while to understand those kind of puns. And Cold Stare is here. The boss of Ice Palace in A Link to the Past resembles a cloud with a single eye. It attacks by dropping blocks of ice from the ceiling. Initially, it is wrapped in ice to protect itself, and Link must use fire to melt the barrier. After the ice is melted, it will split in three and attack. See also Dog Stare. But it didn't attack that much. And Dog Stare is what? A Link Between Worlds boss, okay. Okay. But yeah, Misery Mire boss and the Cold Stem. Okay, I will give more because I focus on reading. So one more round controller. And most likely, or like no, it was good that I edited and checked my Mothula flight, and I noticed that yeah, like whatever direction I was going with those stress and like a frustration, I'm not handling that well. So play, focus on fun first. And when you like, for example, if I would play more, I don't remember when. Okay, that's safe. But in that save also I didn't play many bosses. So when was the last time when I played A Link to the Past for any? It was most likely the randomizers. And the first randomizer, I believe that I softlocked that. It was the time when there was all like bigger chances for randomized logic not to get full in. And second one I was able to clean. That's why I played twice randomizer. Fun. Well, if I was able to finish the first one, there was a check that I was not able to find. It's either like basically I was soft locking my mind, but I don't know if I was really set for soft locking that seed. But that's kind of thing like if I basically 10 years ago, more or less, played last time A Link to the Past with these bosses. No wonder it takes time to get comfortable and get used to the patterns, and with the 2D Zeldas it's totally different dynamic because it's also seen whenever we're playing with shiny letters with the Force Words. Enemy behave like you are able to take multiple hits from one enemy loop just because you bounce back on a wall or something, and it's quick and the damage ranks up too quickly. It's not the same in the same, like 3D Zeldas are not having the same. And like I started to remember, I skip Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild because depending on your outfit, enemies can deal even 16 hard damage if needed. But in more traditional sense, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, why not Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword? Those games I have not played for a while, but even in Wind Waker even, Dark Knot deals 2 damage. Majora's Mask, there are very, very few enemies that deal. Because as far as I remember right now from my sitting, Dark Knot, yeah, makes 4 hard damage, but otherwise Eagles to Igana also does 2 hard damage. When you are doing 3 hard challenge, that's still bitchy and annoying. But like pure one-hit knockouts on that sense, there are not that many. That's why the Dark World is really neat in idea, but no, I'm not going to say, this is what I'll try to also conclude with more or less. Like even if I have challenges, even if I'm still able to push that off, I'm happy and proud of me. But I never grew up with Zelda, like a Link to the Past in the same sense as I was growing up with Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask. So it's not that deeply coded in my player gamer role. So when I stated that A Link to the Past is not necessarily the best Zelda game, yeah, but I still see why people can see this as a best Zelda game. So I'm not taking anything away, and this is what also why A Link to the Past and Ocarina of Time work so well, because they are simple enough from the story perspective. It's easy to go into a challenge run, so you don't need to worry about too much about story cutscenes. That compared to King of the Red Lions. Now this is the time. Next time I will go with the Swamp Palace. Will I have a boss that I don't use a potion at all or medicine, or will it be 3 bosses in a row where I need to use potion or medicine? Stay tuned. I will stay tuned. I will not. I don't know if I record that tomorrow or not, depending on how my. Most likely I will record that, because I'm more interested in finishing this project than continue with the Baldur's Gate. And with thesis I need to wait for my teacher's feedback more or less. Apparently I'm just quickly, it's not that I'm not able to write, it's more about I don't know if my direction right now is correct. And my partner is not able to assist that much because they are struggling to. They are picking somewhat up, and I hope that they are able to wrap, like, because for example, imprisoning war, like I play right now here, the game does not mention imprisoning war at all, and in thesis that's why I based like imprisoning war as it's stated in manual or instruction booklet, and then Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, and Tears of the Kingdom more or less compared to that and to each other. I'm kind of surprised, why I need to answer questions such as if the instruction booklet needs to incite it, then I just need to mention that it can be a opinion to open discussion, like how it can be open discussion when it's basically the basis of everything. But that's kind of a thing, like it will be much easier to write something like this when you have someone who knows the shit. And this shit being Zelda, not retcon. Retcon, if in a perfect world, if I would have somebody who knows about retcon and I have something about Zelda, then it would be interesting dialogue, but then it will be dialogue, not research. So yeah, now I will go and read. But yeah, for this thesis perspective, I'm on a hold that I hope that I will get information that I'm on the correct path, so I'm able to just I understand better where to polish. In this regard, also I played, and that's why showcase. But it's not visible here. But that's why Tears of the Kingdom is here visible. Good. And Baldur's Gate is next to it. But yeah, I just recently played Tears of the Kingdom also, just for. I was using because I'm using Stream in general to understand what it's really good to put on how did I play the game. Lightning Temple, collecting Master Sword, Gloom's Origin, and then rest of the game. But yeah, no. But yeah, but I whenever I needed pictures from Tears of the Kingdom, I was like, no, I don't want to put my face in the thesis. So I needed to re-record some footage. Thankfully, Imprisoning War in Tears of the Kingdom is cutscene based, so it's just opening whatever Zelda's memories. That's it. But I decided to use one draconification because draconification and Ganon is really good, interesting parallel. And then implying that Zelda used draconification. In reality, I wanted to have that in my thesis, but that's fan theory more. Like Zelda, in that logic, could also use Triforce of Wisdom and transform to something that's Ganon related. And that will be interesting as a game mechanic. But that will be next theory section. But I need to play Ganon again. And my god, I would say that I haven't played like at least for half a year Tears of the Kingdom, and then just out of cold you go fighting Ganon. I'm happy that I have so much hearts. And I was happy to learn that in Demon Dragon Fight you are actually able to get damaged. So you are able to actually die. But now I managed to get one picture of the dragonification, so yeah, at least I had that. Oh. But now I will go sleep. So next time Swamp Palace, depending on how I most likely tomorrow, most likely tomorrow if I don't get anything thesis related to work on with. If not, then for you it still will be next Wednesday, Sunday, Friday, somewhere around that, or in the future, whenever you want to watch my video. Hopefully you want to watch my video. Oh no, it's up to you. If you see this, have a nice day. Try to sleep and don't be me. If you want to be me only if you don't know what to do, because then the best answer will be do it anyway.